Ladies and gentlemen, TARKIR pre-release week is upon us, and as is tradition, here at North MTG, we're going to do our weekly cEDH gameplay featuring some of the new commanders from TARKIR DRAGONSTORM. Before we talk about those decks though, I do just want to say if you like the content, please like and subscribe. It really does mean so much to help us grow the channel. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, head down to the description where you can find links to our Patreon or our bonfire, and you can also join the North MTG Discord with the Discord link while you are down there. Most importantly though, thank you for watching, and let's talk about today's decks. Today I'll be playing Zurgo Stormrender. This aggressive Mardu list looks to utilize its commander's ability to draw cards or drain life when token creatures die to gain card advantage, to assemble a combo and eventually drain out the table with a token sacrifice loop or dual caster mage combo. And Dylan will be playing Shiko, or Shiko, I'm not really sure which one it is, but it is the Paragon of the Way. This Jeskai Dragon looks to flicker the commander repeatedly to reuse spells from the graveyard to both gain card advantage and control the board before winning the game with an Underworld Breach combo. And Ben will be playing that starfish we all know and love, Plagon. This deck looks to get a bunch of creatures with big butts onto the battlefield for the commander to convert into card advantage before winning the game by drawing the deck into a Blind Obedience Extort loop. And Shane will be playing Yuriko, the Tiger's Shadow. This Dimir Ninja looks to sneak unblockable attackers through to Ninjutsu Yuriko in for big hits to win through burn damage or maybe crack a Doomsday Pile. Alright, so that's what everybody's rocking today, and these are the TARKIR DRAGONSTORM commanders that we picked out to show off here in this video. I do think these lists are pretty sweet. I'm really excited to show them off, and I hope that you enjoy them too. With that being said, let us know down in the comments what your favorite TARKIR DRAGONSTORM commander is, what you're looking forward to from the set. There's a lot of really cool, I shouldn't say maybe a lot of really cool stuff. There's a decent amount of really cool cEDH stuff. Maybe not as much as we normally get from other sets, but this set is really sweet. Even if it doesn't give us the most stuff for cEDH, it's absolutely incredible for Standard. It looks really cool for Standard, and it's going to be obviously incredible for Casual Commander. Anyways, I've rambled about this set long enough. Let's jump into some TARKIR cEDH action. Alright, TARKIR. Who's got pre-games for TARKIR?
Nope. No, none.
Alright, I'll draw for turn. I'll start off with a Wooded Foothills, pay a life, going to 39 and crack it. A Plateau off of my Wooded Foothills, which I will promptly tap to play, and Esper Sentinel, and I'll pass the turn.
That's good. I will draw for turn. We'll just play a Windswept Heath, Passios for now.
Training Center. Monkey.
Monkey.
Yeah. Anyway, pass.
Draw for turn. Just play a Command Tower for turn, and Passios.
Your end step, I will crack my Windswept Heath. Going to 39. Tundra.
I'll untap, upkeep, and draw. A Mana Confluence. Tap 2, take another pain, go to 38. I'll cast an Arcane Signet. Tap the Arcane Signet to cast a Mana Vault. And on that, I'll pass the turn.
Cool. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh boy, is this not looking good. I really needed that second land. Ruh-roh. I guess we'll just move to discard.
Oh
Ben,
no!
Ben, oh no!
Ben!
Discard to touch the spear realm. It's not good, boys. Not good.
So that was a greedy keep, huh?
It was a greedy keep.
Greedy keep. Alright.
Should have just kept my first 7.
Fucking A. Untap, upkeep, draw. Just immediately go to combat. I should hit you, Shane. I'm gonna punch you with a monkey.
I'll take 2.
I get my treasure. I'm gonna cast your Lotus Petal for free.
Esper trigger.
I think you should just let me have the draw.
I think I am gonna let you have the draw.
Okay, cool, because we're the new deck bros.
Not for that reason, but just because I kind of want to have the mana.
Sure.
Play my Volcanic Island for turn. 2 mana for the ball.
The ball!
For my own Esper Sentinel.
Ooh! In response to your Esper Sentinel, I'm going to tap 1 for a blue and Mystical Tutor.
Ooh, but that still triggers mine.
Can't pay.
Sweet, I'll take the draw.
Well, is Mystical Tutor good?
Yeah, good by me.
It's still gonna resolve.
Okay.
But I am going to in response, Enlighten Tutor.
Ooh, that's a juicy opposition agent right there. Yeah, go for it.
Enlighten Tutor, grabbing Wild Research.
And Mystical Tutor, grabbing Brainstorm.
With that, I'm gonna go to end step.
Untap. Upkeep and draw. I will play an Underground River for turn. And then I will cast, for 2 mana, a Soulless Jailer.
Dylan's sad.
Wah, wah, wah.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, that's probably not sticking around. This is probably going to return it to the hand on Shane's turn, only for him to just replay it.
Okie dokie. That's gonna be the turn.
Alright, untap. Hope you draw. a command tower. For my next trick, I'm going to cast my commander, taking another pain, going to 37. I'm going to cast Zurgo Stormrender. 3 mana, 3/3, Orc Warrior with Mobilize 1, so whenever he attacks, I create a 1/1 warrior that is tapped and attacking and sacrifice it at the end step. Then if a creature token I control leaves the battlefield, draw a card if it was attacking, otherwise each opponent loses a life. I'm going to tap 3, floating myself a colorless, and I'm going to cast Howl Squad Heavy. So it says other goblins I control have haste, and it has speed, so I have 1 speed now. We're not fast yet. And then at the beginning of combat on my turn, I create a 1/1 goblin that attacks if possible, and then when I have max speed, he can tap to add a red for each goblin I control. Okay, so now I will let this mana fizzle, and I'll move to combat, create a goblin through Howl Squad Heavy. That goblin attacks if able, and he does have haste, so he must. I'll move to combat. Ben, you are the only one without blockers, so I'll
send it my way.
The goblin at you.
I will go to 38.
Go up a speed. I'm at speed 2 right now. Then I'll pass the turn on that.
I will untap, I'll keep and draw. It's not a land.
Fuck.
It's gonna be pain.
Ben.
The mistakes were made, but that's still okay.
Do you at least have a play now?
No.
Ben!
We'll discard this Kozler's command. Pass turn.
Draw 3 at Ben.
Go to 35, taking 3.
Ooh.
What does he get off the top?
Rigor.
Pact of Negation.
Well, that doesn't do much.
Yeah.
That's gonna. I get my
Your turn's protected at least.
treasure. See what happens. I'm gonna 3 mana for a wild research.
Yep. Esper, may I draw?
Pay.
Oh, that's so lame, Dylan. I thought we were new deck bros.
He never agreed to that.
It's implied.
I pull Bolt myself, going to 37. Sulfurific Spring. That's my land for turn. Pass on that.
Okie dokie. Untap, upkeep, and draw. I will also bolt in a Soporific Springs and go to 35. I'll move to combat. Soulless Jailer coming at you, Ben.
No blocks.
No blocks declared. I will then tap 2 and ninjutsu my Yuriko in. Tapped and attacking. Returning Soulless Jailer to hand. So that trigger, I'm going to tap 1 for a blue and cast Brainstorm. Trigger.
So with the Esper triggers on the stack, I do want to pay blue, and I'm going to sack this for a white to Wild Research. Wild Research, grabbing Rhystic Study.
Ooh, let me roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
Rhystic Study.
Jeez.
Rhystic to the yard. Now I'm good with resolving the Esper triggers.
Okay, you'll get your draw first,
Draw 1.
and then I'll get my draw.
Brainstorm on the stack.
Yeah, I got nothing for it.
I will draw 3. So I'm going to put these 2 cards on the top, and I'll reveal an Orochi Soul Reaver.
So Shane here forgot to ping himself for the Underground River when he ninjutsu'd in Yuriko. While we're here talking about this, I do just want to say a couple points in this video. Our life totals get kind of messed up a little bit. Both myself, Ben, and Shane all get our life totals off by varying amounts, just like 1 or 2 here and there. But I did want to mention that here because it does kind of come up, and I'll talk about that more at the end of the video, what that came up as. Because I don't want to make all these cutaways every time somebody gets off on their life total. I'm just going to mention that our life totals get off, and I'm going to adjust the on-screen life totals to reflect what we think our life totals at as we're saying them in games, so that we can kind of keep everything consistent. I don't have to make a bunch of these cutaways when our life totals get off. Just wanted to talk about that here. Anyways, back to the game.
I'll cast a Chromox Imprinting.
That 6 mana guy.
But he has ninjutsu though. I'm going to put an Entomb under. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, I will untap. That doesn't untap. I'll take a life and go to 30 and draw. I'm gonna play an Arid Mesa. I have 2 plays I can do. I think I'm gonna do this play. I'm gonna pay a life, go to 29, 4, and I'm gonna play a One Ring. I'll tap it right away, draw a card.
Oh, that's
Trigger.
over there.
Oh, yep, yeah, you can. I'm not paying it. You can draw. I'll go to combat. I'll make another Goblin, which I will go to combat. I will send both Goblins and Esper Sentinel at you, Dylan, and Ben, you can take Zurgo.
I'll take the 3
With
with
his
25.
Mobilize trigger, I'm going to create a 1/1 warrior that is tapped and attacking. I'll send the tapped and attacking at you, Shane.
Sure.
So he'll take 1.
34.
On combat damage, I'll gain a speed. Second main. Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm going to pass here. End step, this token will die and everybody loses a life. think I gain another speed here, so I should be at max speed now. So this is a little misplay here. This is not how speed works. What I did last turn where I got 2 speed on a single turn by having the Start Your Engines ETB trigger and then attack somebody to cause them to lose life to gain a second speed, that does actually work, but what I do here where I cause somebody to lose life on 2 different instances and gain 2 speed on a single turn does not work. You can only gain speed once per turn by using the life loss trigger. Luckily, this doesn't really affect a whole lot. Obviously, it does affect a little bit. The things that I do between now and by the point that I hit max speed doesn't really change a lot. If anything, it does actually kind of backfire on me and cause me to overextend a little bit and cause me to be in maybe a little bit of a worse off position than I would have been afterwards. We'll talk about that when we get there, but yeah, this was actually my first time ever casting a card that has max speed, and the card that I use doesn't have the rules text written on it, so I'm just gonna chalk it up to that. But yeah, speed is a weird mechanic. I think I was just thinking in my head that it's better than it actually is, but yeah. Let's get back to the game. Let's turn there.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Ancient Tomb for
Oh,
turn.
thank fucking God.
Let's go.
Attack that, take 2, already down to 22. This Ancient Tomb's gonna come at me fast. Play a Talisman of Progress. I'm not gonna pay the Esper Sentinels. I'm just gonna let you both know that.
I'll draw for mine.
Draw for mine.
Then we will tap for a white and 1. Play a Dranith.
Yucky.
I don't like that.
Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Alright, we're gonna start by going to combat. Shame, we're gonna attack you with a 2/1 monk.
I'll take 2. I'll go to 31, and it's an Undercity Sewers.
Heard. Exotic Orchard as my land for turn. Well, the cast Shiko and pass games fucked, so. What am I gonna do now? Pay a red, Dragon Rage Channeler.
Ooh, yeah.
Did you make your treasure?
No, I did not. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Then we're going to, we'll pay 2 mana for a grinding station.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Esper. Just let me have it. Come on. Come on.
I'll let you have it.
Okay.
You also have a Surveil trigger.
And then I also have the Surveil trigger from the Dragon Rage, which Surveil 1. Yeah, we'll leave that there.
Okay.
Pass, sir.
End step. I'm going to tap for 3 red here. I'm going to use 1 of the red to cast a Pyroblast targeting Yuriko.
Yeah, it's dead.
Figured I'd take you off attackers for a turn.
I guess.
That's all I got, though.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Start with the Scalding Tarn. I'll tap 2, cast the Soulless Jailer from earlier. I think I just gotta pass a turn here.
End step, I'm going to crack Arid Mesa. Shadowy Backstreet. Let's get a Surveil. Alright, untap. Upkeep, I'll lose a life to the One Ring, and then I'll draw and lose a life to the Mana Vault. I'm at 27. Land for turn. Let's play this Polluted Delta. Well, no reason not to do it. Let's just draw another 2 here. Play a Mox Diamond. I'll pay Esper. Discard this Flooded Strand.
Yeah.
Those should be untapped. I'm going to tap 3 through Howl Squad Heavy, 3 red, and I'm going to cast a Professional Facebreaker. 3/4. I'm going to cast Regvan at Home. Rev Tithe Extractor. I'm going to move to combat. I have a few triggers. Rev is going to give Death Touch to Esper Sentinel.
How many treasures are you gonna make? I feel like a lot.
The most I could make here, if I land attacks on everybody, would be 6. Going to combat, let's swing. There are 2 goblins at you, Ben. 1 goblin at you, Shane, and Esper Sentinel at you as well. And then Zurgo at Dylan.
This will matter. Which one is coming at me?
For the goblins?
Yes. Which goblin? The ones that were already on the field, or the one coming at me?
The new one, I guess?
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, the new goblin and Esper at you, Shane.
Yes.
The other 2 goblins at you, Ben, and Zurgo at you, Dylan.
Do you have something that's going to stop him from getting a shit ton of treasures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so attack is declared. Are you also doing the thing with Zurgo?
Oh yeah, mobilize. I have to attack, trigger, make a tapped and attacking guy.
Before blocks. I'm going to crack my Scalding Tarn, lose a life, go to 30. So I'll grab this Underground Sea, and then I'll tap 3, do a damage to me, go to 29. And I'll cast a Force of Despair. Destroy all creatures that entered the battlefield this turn.
Okay, so that's this and the 1 goblin.
The one that was coming at me.
Okay, so you still have
Esper.
just an Esper with Death Touch coming at you.
Didn't Facebreaker enter this turn?
It did, and Rev.
Oh,
all
that's
creatures.
so lame, actually. What the
That's insane.
Also, Esper triggers.
I don't have.
That's actually so lame, Shane. Holy shit.
Draw.
Okay. Okay.
Me forgetting that was there.
That's so lame, actually. Holy shit. Yeah, I got nothing for that.
Cool.
So this is what I was talking about when I said I overextended a little bit because I had max speed in my pre-combat main phase when I shouldn't have had max speed until my post-combat main phase. This was the mana that allowed me to cast both the Rev and the Professional Facebreaker, which then both got immediately destroyed by Shane's board wipe there. Had I not had max speed, I would have actually then instead been able to cast the Facebreaker in main phase 2 rather than in main phase 1 and set myself up better for next turn. Yeah, like I said, it was a misplay with the max speed. It did kind of blow up in my face, but yeah, this is kind of what I was referring to there. So I left 2 draws from Zurgo here, because 2 creature tokens died while attacking. So that'll be 2 draws. 1, 2.
2 blocks?
Yep, 2 blocks.
No blocks.
I will block one of the goblin
Okay,
tokens.
so 1 goblin dies.
Yeah, I'll take 1.
So unbelievably lame, Shane. From the goblin that was blocked, I'll also draw a card there.
Okay.
Holy moly, I have a lot of cards.
Yep.
This deck draws a lot of cards. What the fuck? I'm gonna pay a life to my mana confluence, go to 26, and play a Soul Ring. I'm gonna pass the turn here.
We will untap, upkeep, and draw a card. We will cast a Plagon.
Taking 2 from
Taking
Ancient
2, go to 19. I'm gonna die to an Ancient Tomb. Cast my Plagon, draw 2. No covered island for land for turn. We'll pass the turn.
Untap, keep, draw for turn. This would be so gas if you and you were here.
Hey, I
It
can't.
would be so fucking good.
I'm not stopping you from your
Just
command.
wild research, search 2 removal spells.
Anyway,
I mean, am I wrong?
go to combat and attack Zach with a Ragavan Monkey.
I'll take 2 out of 24.
I create another treasure and then,
You get a City of Traders.
which I cannot play.
Yep. Oh shit, I had to discard the hand size. I'm gonna discard this Ajani.
I'm going to pay 4 mana, Smothering Tithe. I will pay the Esper.
Okay.
Surveil trigger. Yeah, I'm gonna surveil Urza Saga away. Smothering Tithe on the stack.
Good ear.
Yeah, good bounty.
In response to the Smothering Tide on the stack, tap 4 white, dealing 1 to me and 1, and I will momentary blink, and I will blink my Plagon to draw 2 more cards.
Yeah, makes sense.
Esper triggers.
I will not pay, I cannot.
Okay, I'll draw.
I'll draw.
Draw. I will draw from Plagon coming back to the battlefield. Smothering Tide is cool.
Pass.
Untap. Upkeep and draw.
Trigger.
Take it. I'm gonna go a blue and a black. I'm gonna cast Tetsuko Umezawa, Fugitive. Move to combat.
So I'm gonna Deadly Rollick Soulless Jailer before going to combat.
Wow.
Trigger. So I will pay. I'm gonna crack Polluted Delta, going to 23. Get a Scrubland. I'm gonna tap for 3 floating a colorless and cast an Archivist of Ogma, and then I'll use my floating colorless to pay for the Esper Sentinel.
Heard.
Then yeah, Deadly Rollick. Good. Exile.
Womp womp.
I'll tap 3 and cast a Prosperous Thief. Just get some more bodies on the field. Pass the turn there.
Okay. Instead, or not instead. Untap. Upkeep. I'm gonna lose 3 total life, going to 20. Draw. Tap. Draw 3.
Trigger. Also trigger
Oh
for
yeah,
your turn.
from my draw. Yeah. No. You can take the one from my draw.
Okay.
I'm gonna get these 3 draws here.
Then are you gonna pay
6.
You know, what's the difference between 4 and 7 treasures?
Yeah.
You can take them. So Kenzan, Crucible of Defiance as my land for turn. I'll go white, red, and cast a Boromir.
So Ben,
Yeah, I know.
do you want to help? Do you want to help me?
Help him.
What do I
Will you cooperate if I get a counterspell into other things? Oh, in response, 3 mana. I'm gonna intuition in response.
Intuition.
Sheesh.
I
will not pay the Esper.
Yeah, I'll draw. I have nothing I can do in response to that.
Trigger.
Okay. Sure. Dylan really wants this Boromir gone. He really needs to cast a 0 mana spells.
Started with a Jailer, then it was a Dranith, now it's a Boromir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, not another fucking one.
Hope for this, man. Narset, Mindbreak Trap, Wheel of Fortune.
Who are
I'm choosing Ben. I'm targeting Ben.
Oh boy.
That's...
Please give me the Mindbreak Trap, and I will exile the Boromir.
You're gonna hard cast
You're
the
gonna hard
Boromir?
cast-
I have the mana. I'm gonna hard cast the Mindbreak Trap.
That
Here's
gets
the
rid
thing:
of
if you
combo.
give me Narset and I'm able to bounce the Dranith, I can cast Yuriko, get the wheel for free, and now you're getting wheeled under a Narset.
Yeah, I guess he is kind of like forcing our hands to do that because if he removes.
Whereas if they're both in my yard, I can't get both of them with Shiko without a bounce spell.
Granted, if we give him the Narset set, he has to have 2 removal spells to get the Shiko. And I think if he had 2 removal spells, he would have used it already.
Granted, we're also getting rid of a combo piece.
That I've blatantly said I don't have the
It's tough.
I'm sitting here.
Take the Mindbreak Trap.
Take the Mindbreak.
Mindbreak Trap. Narset and Wheel to Yard. I believe I have Delirium now.
Archivist.
So, Archivist trigger.
I'll draw, gain a life.
Trigger Smothering Tithe.
21. I will not pay. You can draw.
Going to
treasure.
6
Treasure,
treasures.
yeah.
I will hard cast the Mindbreak Trap.
That's annoying, but fine. Continuing on, I will play 3 and cast Adeline, Resplendent Cathar.
Gross. I can't stop it though.
And then I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a spicy one. I'm gonna cast a spicy one right here. Please let this resolve because this is a spicy one. Mirkwood Bats.
God, that sucks.
Whenever I create or sacrifice a token, each opponent loses 1 life.
Gross. If I could, I would, but I can't.
Get him, Ben. Get him.
Ben, let me have this.
Ben, let me
No,
have
get
this.
Ben, let me have this.
I don't want you to have the Mirkwood Bats.
Get him.
Just priority bully Shane.
What? I have
It's
2 cards
fine.
and you know one.
I'll show you a Mindbreak Trap on the Bats.
Esper's
Yeah.
on Mindbreak.
No pay, no pay.
Okay, I will draw.
I will draw.
Smothering Tithe trigger.
No pay. Yeah, so I'll show you a deflecting swat on the Mindbreak Trap. So,
So-
you're Esper. You can draw. I won't pay.
Deflecting SWAT on the stack.
Let me have this.
I wish
Please,
Well,
bro, be cool.
you're the
Yeah.
first responder anyway.
I'll show you a Flare Denial sacking Plagon.
You want to gone that
I
bad?
don't want you to have it. That's terrifying.
Is that actually exiled?
Yes,
Under?
that's actually
Okay.
okay. I'll cast a Static Prison.
Good for me.
Right.
Good.
The Static Prison will hit the Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Heard.
I get 2 energy. I'm just going to track my energy on the card. Combat, make one of these guys. So it'd be really cool if I had Mirkwood Bats here.
Sure would.
Combat. Then I have a few triggers here. I have the Zurgo token that's Mobilize. I don't have a 1/1 human, oddly enough, so this other orc army is just going to be my 1/1 human. So there's 1/1 human tapped and attacking each of you. Everybody has a 1/1 human going at them.
Okay.
Both the goblins are going at you. Zurgo is going at Dylan. Shane, I'll send the Mobilize token at you as well.
Before blocks,
Yep.
I will pay all 3 treasures and I will auto-aura Zurgo.
That's so fucking whack. Anyway, so
Okay.
blocks.
Then I'll block both the gobbies.
Okay.
I will
Block
take
the soldier coming
I
at
take
me.
1 going to 23.
I'll take 2 going to 26.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna pass the turn there. I do have to discard a hand size. Discard a swamp.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. No pay. We're gonna have to shock in the Solid Fountain. Taking 2. Going to 16. Grand Arbiter Augustine II. Yes, sorry. White spells I cast cost 1 less cast. Blue spells I cast 1 less cast. Spells you guys have cost 1 more to cast. We'll ping myself for another 2 going to a casual 14. We'll play an Ornithopter of Paradise. And we will pass the turn after that.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Oh, end step, this guy dies. Yeah, my end step, that guy should have died.
4 mana, 1 extra for the Augustin, for a Ranger Captain. ETB electing to not search.
But Dylan...
1,
Shit, he's
2,
down on me.
3, and that's all of the hits off of the Ranger Captain.
But you could be a nice guy and pay me back for all that interaction you used on me.
Paying 1 because of the Grand Arbiter, and an extra for the eventual Esper for an LED. 2 mana LED.
Value.
Value.
Still up a mana, technically.
I just passed the turn on that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can't get through anybody on Ragavan.
Nope.
Upkeep and draw.
Trigger.
Yeah, sure. I'll do this. I'm gonna be a stinker.
Don't be a stinker.
Tap for 3, 1 for the cast, 1 for the extra, and then I'm gonna pay 1 to Zach's Esper to cast a Grafdigger's Cage.
You know what? Oh my god.
So
you know what, guys? This is bullshit. I just want to say this is bullshit. I'm gonna take my draw with that.
I'm gonna move to combat. Tetsuko at... Who's got more over here?
Dylan's definitely got more.
I'm at 23.
So I'll hit you... Well, swinging
Can't block.
Tetsuko. Yes.
Can't block, dude, unblockable, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So then Not blocked. I'll tap 2 and ninjutsu Yuriko in.
Yep.
Heard. I take 1, go to 22.
I also get a treasure. Alright, and then I'll flip. 2 for a Limdual's Vault.
Go to 19.
Go to 20.
Go to 12.
Okie dokie, that's my turn.
Untap. Upkeep. I'll just take the 4. Go to 15. I'm dead to a Shadow of Mortality flip. Pay the energy. Draw for turn.
Trigger.
Take it.
Go to 2 treasure.
1, 2, 3. Float a colorless. Cast an Enlightened Tutor.
Trigger.
I'll pay.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, putting on top a Goblin Bombardment. I'm gonna tap here and draw 4.
Trigger.
Fucking take it, bud.
So that's 4. So
Yep.
go to 6.
The Grand Arbiter is so annoying, Ben. I'm not gonna lie.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna cast the Zurgo. The Zurgo.
No response.
No response.
So I think it's better for me just to keep my mana up. Attempt to move to combat. Start of combat, let's make that Goblin. I guess the question is, who am I most afraid of? And it's probably Shane, because you
Yeah,
can just
'cause he
kill
could
me
just
with,
kill
you
us.
can just kill me with a big
There's
flip.
a non.
It has to be Shane.
Like-
Adeline is going to go at you, Shane. Goblin is going to go at also Shane. That's it for attackers. Adeline trigger. 3 1/1 humans, 1 at each of you guys.
No block for me.
I declare no block.
Oh, actually, I will block because this is a 0/2, so that
Yeah,
token
so you
won't
just
die.
block your-
I'll block
yeah,
my
okay.
attacker,
And you said
sorry.
no blocks, Dylan?
No blocks.
How big is Adeline now?
Big. She's currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's a lot of damage.
Take 11.
Then it'll be
Plus-
12 with the Goblin.
I'll block the
Are
Goblin.
you sure that draws me a card?
I think I care anymore at this point. And then I'll take 12.
12. Yeah.
I take 1 going to 19.
And take 0.
Goblin dies and I draw a card.
Trigger.
Fucking keeper, bud. Land for turn. I'll play this Bloodstained Mire. I'm gonna lose a life to Mana Confluence. Go to 14. This. And play Goblin Bombardment.
No response for me.
I suppose.
You're good.
Okay. Pass the turn on that.
Untap. Keep and draw. Looted Delta for turn.
Oh, did you?
No, I did not pay. Tap 1, 2, 1 for a white. Play a Blind Obedience.
Trigger.
Trigger.
I won't pay either.
I'll draw.
Trigger.
Pull up, I'm the worst. I had to discard the hand size. It's just gonna be 2 lands.
Jesus.
2 lands. No, not paying.
Go to 9. Then I get my draw. Still in response to the obedience. 1, 2, 4 mana. Frantic search. Trigger.
Can I draw?
Yes.
Okay. Draw.
Trigger.
Go for it.
With 6. I'm gonna draw 2 cards, then discard 2, then untap 3 lands. I'm gonna discard Tundra and Savine's Reclamation. And then I will exile Windfall to force a negation.
The Blind Obedience?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That will happen.
Wait, did you pay 2 mana for that? You should
And then I do have
Oh,
to.
I should have paid 1 mana for that.
I do have to
You're
crack a treasure for the force of negation because of the.
Yep.
Because of the boy. I just forgot to untap these 3 lands.
Yeah, I'll do it. Tap for 4. Go to 10. Cast Plagon. Draw
3.
4.
Anybody got anything for Plagon?
Unfortunately, no.
Sure wish I did.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Cool. I will draw 4. 4.
Smothering Tithe triggers.
And then 4 Smothering Tithe triggers on the stack.
I will not pay any of
Jesus.
them.
I go to 8 treasures.
Mox Amber. We will pass the turn.
Untap,
Upkeep.
upkeep.
How afraid are we of your turn, Dylan?
I don't have to answer that.
You got a Ranger Captain, too,
Yeah.
that he can sack.
Yeah. I suppose if he's doing something crazy, he's probably going to Ranger Captain, and I can just respond to that. Okay, yeah. Proceed.
Okay. In first main, I will Ranger Captain.
I'll respond to that by cracking Bloodstained Mire, going to 13. I'll pay another 2 life, going to 11, and shocking Godless Shrine. Pay a white and a red to pay for the Esper Sentinel. I will play
Are you also paying for the grant or for the
Yep.
St. Augustine?
with a Simeon Spirit Guide. So 3 mana for a Silence.
Fuck it. I gotta gamble. 2 mana into Wild Research.
Oh, okay. Cluster Storm.
Yeah, because how much mana do you have?
0.
Yeah, so that is the call.
All right. I'll just do 1 through 4. Reroll 5, 6. So 1. Bowcaster.
Oof.
Oh, that was what you were going for, wasn't it?
1, 2 mana. Do I even care at this point?
You lost your guy, maybe not.
If that was your thing you were going for, probably don't care at this point.
Dual casters in the yard. I think I'm actually just kind of fucked. I think that's still worth it. I'm going to pay 2 extra for Abolisher, and I will also pay 1 for Heuristic.
Or my Esper.
Or Esper, excuse me, for a Flusterstorm
Okay.
on the Silence.
Okay, that's, yeah, obviously I got nothing for that. Unless Shane wants to help me out here.
Nope. Sure don't.
I will respond to the Flusterstorm. I will tap for a white. We're gonna ephemerate on Plagon.
I'm going to respond to
Whoa.
that. Well, first of all, Espers.
I'll pay for both.
Okay, both Espers paid for. Okay, so now I'm going to sacrifice to Goblin Bombardment these 3 tapped humans and deal 3 damage to Plagon.
Oof.
And then on each of their deaths, that's 3 Zurgo triggers. Each opponent will lose 1 life for each of them. So 3 instances of lose life.
Silence resolve?
Yes,
or
this is
Ranger
Flusterstorm
Yeah.
resolve
Flusterstorm's
on the
resolve?
Silence?
Yes.
Okay.
Ranger Captain.
Ranger Captain resolve. Ranger Captain sacrifice resolve?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. It does. I don't think it matters at this point.
Ooh, I missed an Archivist trigger when you did the wild research. That's fine. That's my missed trigger.
Okay. 3, 4 for an Imperial Recruiter. ETB on the stack?
Yep, good.
Okay.
I don't know. Zach's probably just gonna sack creatures and kill Yuriko, so.
Yeah, that's also why I'm just like, why am I bothering to grab Grand Abolisher when there's a Goblin Bombardment? But it is kind of just whatever. Fuck, I don't know. Shane, I'm gonna punch you with a monkey.
He has a 3-2.
I don't care. We're either trading or I'm getting my monkey punch.
I'll take 2. Go to 9.
Be good.
Go to 9.
Moth Dust Changeling. Tap an untapped creature you control, and it gains flying until end of turn.
I'll cast it.
Yo.
Pass.
Nice. Untap, upkeep, and draw.
Yep. Trigger.
Take it. Life's a resource, right?
That's right.
Water
For
Grave.
sure.
Oh my god.
Shock it in for 7. Or shock it in, go to 7.
Shane, you realize I could literally just kill you right now? I'd have to lose my board, but I could just kill you.
Yeah, you gonna do it?
No.
Alright then. Tap 3.
Yep.
Cast the Tetsuko.
Let's go. Yep.
Attempt to move to combat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dylan. Yuriko.
Okay.
And it's unblockable, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
After attack, before blocks. Sack 1, point of damage at Yuriko. Are you gonna respond to that?
Sure wish I could.
Okay. Everybody lose a life. Sack the other one. Ping. Everybody lose a life. And then I'll sack Esper. Ping. No life lost on that one.
I'm now at 8 after the 2 life losses.
I'm at 4.
I'm at 14.
Yeah, I just have to pass.
Untap. Upkeep, I'll just lose the 5 and go to 6. And draw.
Trigger.
Take it. I'm going to play a Cavern of Souls, declare human. 3. I'm going to cast the new guy, Voice of Victory.
In response, I'm going to pay 2 mana into Wild Research. Search my library for an enchantment card. Grabbing Touch of the Spirit Realm.
But I should have paid 1 here, and then it'll be next turn, if we get there, that it dies.
It'll be 2 mana instead to get an instant. I read this as non-creature spell, or as
Non-land permanent.
Non-land permanent. I thought I could hit Goblin Bombardment with it, but I cannot. But actually, it still works. Honestly, it'll still work if I can do it, because it's going to cost the same amount of mana for me to cast, because this doesn't get hit by the fucking
by the thing. Yeah.
So whatever. So Touch of the Spirit Realm to my hand.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jeez, we're rolling 1s tonight.
Twin Flame. Might as well lose the other half.
Yep.
Archivist.
Gain a life. Go to 7. Draw a card.
Are you paying?
Smothering.
No.
Then back on the voice, I will pay 2 to channel targeting your commander.
Recurring Zurgo. That's fine.
Back at end step.
Yep.
Yeah.
So back at end step for Zurgo. Okay, and then Voice of Victory resolves.
And
What
so
is
I
everybody
can't.
at for life?
14.
8.
8. Oh god, this is where I have to do big math if I can kill everybody here. Okay, so you guys are Grand Abolished effectively, so I can do whatever I want, pretty much.
Card.
I think I have it, and I don't want to do the math on it, so I'm just gonna ball. Heard 2, and I'm gonna cast a Path to Exile targeting Vault Boy, Grand Arbiter.
Esper.
Draw.
That'll happen.
Okay, you'll get a basic land.
Grab planes.
Archivist trigger, I'll gain a life and go to 8 and draw a card.
Smothering Tithe.
Take it. Swords the Draneth.
Gain a life?
Gain a life.
Huge.
Yeah, going up to 9, maybe. Doesn't matter.
Tap 5. Draw 5.
I'm guessing I go to 8 treasures.
Yes. So 2. Cast a Final Fortune.
Yes.
Take a life, go to 7, 2 float a colorless, and cast a Mayhem Devil. Go to combat. Dylan, at you, Archivist. Adeline. Adeline trigger, make 3 tapped 1/1 warriors attacking everybody.
Goblin.
Oh, and make a goblin at the start of combat. Okay, and that has to attack. So Dylan, goblin at you, archivist at you, Adeline at you, because you're the highest life total, right?
14.
Yeah.
14, yeah. Yeah, so all those at you, and then a tapped 1/1 human at everybody else.
I cannot block, so
Okay.
I will take my 1.
Block my 1.
I don't think it matters. I'll double block the Archivist.
Okay.
I'll block Adeline or whatever
Okay.
with Esper.
4 damage after blocks, sack the 1/1 to that is attacking you, Shane, to Goblin Bombardment. I'll kill one of the 1/1s that's double blocking Archivist.
Okay.
And then the Mayhem Devil trigger from sacrificing something is going to hit your face.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. We'll go to damage here. So then Archivist will no longer die because it's not being double blocked.
Yep.
Your thing will
Imperial
die.
Recruiter dies, Esper Sentinel dies.
And then you take 1 and you take nothing from attacks. 'Cause
And
you're
I
no longer
take
being attacked.
1. I was getting one other one.
The 1/1s, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
from Adeline.
So I'm at 13.
Before I end the turn, tap this for 2 red. Pyroblast, Prosperous Thief. Pass the turn to myself. And tap all of this. Hey, you get your Dragon's Rage Channeler back. Because the Static Prison, I can't pay for it. Oh, Zurgo comes back in end step, yep. Static Prison, Sacrifice, Mayhem Devil, I'll hit 1 more to your face, Dylan.
12.
And then I'll take 5, 6, going to 1. Land for turn, Gemstone Caverns. I'm gonna just put this over here because I can't tap that. Beseech the Mirror, Bargained. Yeah, sacrificing Manifold. I'll search. I'll get and cast the Stride Hanger Automaton.
Sure.
If 1 or more tokens, it's like a Chatterfang effect where it's 1 or more tokens instead of like an additional squirrel, I make an additional Thopter. Tap this to draw 6. Well, that's actually kind of hot. Let's do this. Tap 2, cast Molten Duplication, making a copy of Mayhem Devil. And then I will go to combat with my stuff here. What are you at, Dylan?
12.
12. Adeline at you, Shane Archivist. Both, I gotta make a goblin from Howl Squad. So both goblins and Archivist at you. Where are you at, Ben?
8.
Zurgo at you. Voice of Victory at you. Howl Squad Heavy at you. So this at you. This at you, Dylan. That's, I'm getting Voice of Victory, this, and this all have attack triggers.
Yeah, okay.
So that'll be 3 humans, 1 coming at each of you guys. The Mobilize, I'm gonna track these 2 together. I'll just have these both coming in, tapped and attacking Dylan.
Okay.
And then before damage, Goblin Bombardment, I'm going to sack the 2 goblins and 1 of these attacking you, Dylan, to kill the Dragon's Rage Channeler. 3 things I sacrificed were attacking tokens, so we'll draw 3 cards from Zurgo. Oh, there should also be Thopters. There should be 3 Thopters here as well. I don't have a Thopter, so that's my Thopter. Yeah, 3 Thopters. There should be 3 Thopters from the Stride Hanger Automaton. So damage.
I die.
Okay, you die.
This
Hey,
is
Adeline's what? A fucking like
1, 2,
5,
3, 4, 5,
6,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
this
11,
6.
12. Yeah, she's big. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's lethal anyway.
I die.
I go to 1.
I don't even
so you
think
just
you-
need to sack 1
I don't
thing.
even think you pointed 6 damage at anything yet.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, I'll just sacrifice the board to Goblin Bombardment
There
and
you
kill
go.
everybody.
you win.
You win. Alright, GG's. Zurgo is a really sick commander. It's really cool seeing a deck come into cEDH and continually pressure life totals and actually win by pressuring life totals like that. It's pretty uncommon that we see that in cEDH, even if the life totals were calculated just a little bit incorrectly. And then here I'll talk about those life point discrepancies. Like I said, if you were paying attention, you probably noticed at a couple points in the game, myself, Ben, and Shane's life totals all got off by varying degrees. My own life total actually should have been 2 lower than it actually was, so that means that on that final fortune turn, I should have actually died. The reason that I said it kind of doesn't matter is because had I tracked my life properly, I did have the Beseech the Mirror in hand, so I could have Beseech Mirrored away the 1 ring so that I wouldn't have died on my final fortune turn. I really did have an overabundance of resources, and I didn't need to jump through all those extra hoops that I did. I think I was just kind of overthinking it, because at this point, in real time, the game had gone on for like 2 hours, and I was like, I need to go through all these steps and make sure I do not accidentally miss lethal, because this this game just needs to end. So yeah, I think I just kind of overthought it a little bit and did some unnecessary steps that I didn't need to. It's unfortunate that my life total was off, even though I thought I had calculated my life total correctly to go into that final fortune turn. But yeah, like I said, shouldn't really have affected things too much. Had I known the life total, I still had the means to close out the game with the correct life total anyways. But yeah, just had to talk about that here really quick because it is definitely something worth noting that my life total was technically off there. Anyways, that is it for this week's video. I do just want to say TARKIR DRAGONSTORM is absolutely awesome. Myself, I did actually open a few packs myself and got absolutely nothing, but hey, that's what buying singles is for, right? Before I close out the video, I do also just want to say shout out to our patron, Ya from That's a Good Card. Please go check out the That's a Good podcast. They have an awesome podcast, and Kyle and Ya are incredible people, so go and check that out. But with all that being said, that's it for this week's video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.